He was 4 years old, too small to reach the table, too young to understand money. Yet, one decision turned him into a slave, and years later, his voice would shake an entire industry. This is the true story of Iqbal Masih. He was born into extreme poverty in Pakistan during the early 1980s. His family had almost nothing. When his brother was getting married, they needed money fast, so they borrowed a small loan from a carpet factory owner. But this wasn't a normal loan. It was bounded labor. At just 4 years old, Iqbal was sent to work to repay a debt he didn't understand. The interest grew. The debt never disappeared. He worked up to 14 hours a day, sitting on the floor, bent over a loom, sometimes chained so he couldn't escape. If he made a mistake, he was beaten. If he slowed down, he was punished. No school, no childhood. By the age of 10, his body was permanently damaged. He stopped growing, but his mind was still awake. One day, he heard something strange. There was a meeting about children's rights. During a break, he ran, barefoot, terrified, but he didn't stop. For the first time, Iqbal was free. Instead of hiding, Iqbal spoke. He described child slavery with terrifying clarity. He stood in front of adults, fearless. Factories began shutting down. Children were released. He traveled internationally, a former slave speaking to the world. At just 12 years old, Iqbal Masih was shot and killed. The crime was never officially solved, but his impact couldn't be erased, because after Iqbal, the world could no longer pretend. He never owned toys, he never went to school, yet he changed the lives of millions. Sometimes the smallest voices echo the loudest.